if we wanted to, we could definitely add more furnaces to this. Now that we're on red belts, I believe you can add 24 on both sides and it would still saturate just as well. And I don't really see a reason not to do that at the moment. But we're doing okay, so we'll leave that up for a later project. Later project. But looking at these nice, strong lines. Everything's looking good, and don't have to worry about it. Yep, all's good. Make sure these guys at the bottom are working, and they are not, because they're not getting plastic for some reason. So, you know, that would explain a lot. I had been wondering why our circuit making was so slow. And I thought they were coming from over here. But for whatever reason, they were not connected. But these are making, right? So odd. Weird. Okay, well. Maybe I accidentally picked it up on trying to clean things up when I was doing this. That might have been the case. But yeah, wow. Yeah, you can see we have a lot of output now. Neato. We still have a lot of plastic. Okay. Reverse these guys because there's no reason not to use them. Again, why store them if we're not going to use them? All right. These are making still. Check on. Do we do our blue? We didn't do our blue, did we? Started it and completely forgot about it. Did entirely different projects. As to be expected from how we do things. All right, let's pick these up. Make some more. Okay, there we go. So we actually need to make all of our science now. We have yellow here. We're gonna make blue over here, I believe. And I could make red up here, red and green, but I don't really want to do that. We could fill this in. I think that's what we should do. We should fill this entire area in and then make this our red, green, and rocket area. So we're gonna need a lot of stone for this. See how long it takes to get all the stone that we need. I kind of don't want to do this. I kind of like the aesthetic of the lake in the middle here, but gotta do what you gotta do. So we're gonna set up our labs right here, our silo right below it, and we'll be good to go. So we'll wait for these to make and also the stone to replenish over there in the meantime. And now we'll just work on what else we need to work on. So let's check on our rocket fuel before I forget. Basically, if we want to make a rocket, we need these three things. We have our low density structures. I'm actually kind of surprised that we only have 3 chests worth. Everything's making. Level 2s. We have a good amount, but it's not as much as I was hoping. We should also have a lot of rocket fuel. Let's check that. Only 1 chest, unfortunately, but a good amount. And then make sure these are all working. And the only thing we have left are the rocket control units. So we have our speed units and our processing units right next to each other. So we just need to add them and we'll be good to go. Right, that's definitely not how I wanted to do that. So what are we going to make down here? Also, why is it so dark? That was weird. All right, so we can make these down here and use that area. Or what else do we need to make here? If our goal is just to make a rocket, that's pretty much all we have. We don't need to do pretty much anything else. We do need to make purple science, so we can use this area for purple science. We'll just make this area for the control units. Okay, cool. Bring it up and over. And we're gonna need a lot of them because they make very slowly. Where are my assembly machines? Where is my inventory, by the way? We should probably go pick that up. Do I have assembly machines on me? I thought I picked up level 1s. I want level 2s at least. Pick up these, and then do we have any more power poles? Alright, looks good to go. We're getting up there on power, so probably after this we'll need to add more steam engines. That's all we're doing. We're not going to do solar, we're not going to do anything. Pollution all the way. So we're going to bring... These are the only 2 things we need. So I'm actually going to fix this. Oops. And make it so our product is up, and then we can just bring it over. We'll put it on top of the bus and bring it over and down. I think that's probably our best bet here. Or we could bring it down. Okay, fine. We're gonna go down and around. That means I actually want to have it how I had it to begin with. Back. Pick up all the things, clean up, and let's put them down. So I'm putting all these down because we need to play a little bit of catch up. We've had the other two go on for quite a while, and we're just going to be starting out with this. And again, these take a long time to make, like 20-30 seconds. So we need to make the most amount that we can, and hopefully it will be enough. I'm going to bring everything to the right, and then we can bring it down this gap that we made. Placing this belt is very hard, apparently. And there we go. Got all those going. Forgot what we were gonna make over here. Purple science stuff. Okay. So if that's the case, we're gonna bring it down this way. Around this way, I mean. Yeah, I'm gonna just bring it along the very bottom. So we could be using bots for this. That's no fun. So we're gonna be using nice long belt. I guess we can't bring it along the bottom because our poles are in the way. So we ran out of belt. That's okay. I don't plan on anything else right now because we don't have our silo, so we have nowhere to store it. We'll just do that and be good for now. We have a lot of coal. Can we off-put this? We just want to make sure that we don't put it in here and then our inserters get stuck. It looks like we are just fine. Looking closely at what it's picked up just in case. All right. So we got our landfills. Let's go and do that now. Man, do these go quick. Really depressing. Let's go pick up our next set of coal, stone. Hopefully that'll be done. Alright guys, get back to work. C5. Well, that's that, I guess. Okay, so we have our control units. We have that going. Now we just need to make our purple science. And again, I think we wanted to make it right here. All of our ingredients and everything to go right there. This is basically the end of the line. I don't see myself making too much else. Uh-oh, we're low on copper again. Don't have the red belts. Okay, hopefully this helps out a bit. Everything should be focused down here. Okay, our circuits are good to go. Or our red circuits at least. And these should be alright. We are definitely going to upgrade these guys. Forgot about that. We put yellow ones here just to make sure that they would let the copper go all the way, but don't need to worry about that anymore. Okay, so kind of see the problem here a little bit, where this third line is not saturated a lot of the time. So we'll fix that now. Let's take a ride on our train and see what's going on in Copper Town. Maybe we can finally add those stack inserters to the list. We don't have any. I'll let that go. That's fine. Because you can see what, for whatever reason, the bottom one is not going as quickly as the other two. Looks like because you don't have the stack inserters here for it. We'll try to mix and match a little bit while we wait on making those. And it should help out a little bit, hopefully. Oh, I should really do the middle ones, because that's where we saw the most. Hopefully we'll come back and remember that we did this. Do we even have second sorters at our other base? Or at the drop-off? We don't. Okay, so that's another reason. We should probably go do that now before I forget. Change all these to second sorters. Definitely worth our time. We have another 235 landfills. That's definitely not enough to fill in the space that we have, but better than nothing. We don't have any advanced circuits, so we're gonna go grab those. Oh ho, we're backed up. Nice to see. We'll upgrade this guy. Alright, so the plan is to make a lot of stack inserters, so for that we're going to need some iron, and that's about it. So we should have the inserters here. There were stack inserters in there, weren't there? 15. That's why we still left this here, because never not in need of the gear wheels. Alright, that's good. Ideally we'd have all of these be stack inserters, but really we just want these, because that's gonna unload the train, and then it doesn't really matter how long these take, as long as, because they can just have it stick around here. I was going to wait for the train, but might as well just run over there. We only have 8 left. Oh, we didn't actually pick up the gear wheels. Whoops. Amazingly, that is the exact amount that we needed. So, nice. Alright, so this project is kind of done. I mean, really, again, we should probably convert all these into stack inserters, but that's fine. He's okay. Pick all these up. We're gonna make a lot more stack inserters. And then we can slowly use up our iron store that we have here. Take the pipes too. There we go. We'll have a stack of stack inserters. Why is this here? Oh well, I'll leave it there for now. Okay, so I said we do this when we need more copper, so let's do this. We'll do the one and see how well it fares. So we should be able to double this, but we're not gonna do 24. We'll do like 20. 1, 2. That is 20. Nice. We're learning. We're using that blueprint to count much faster and more accurate. So we're going to check on this and make sure that this is saturated. And if it is, then we might be able to go ahead and do the other ones. Out of belts, huh? There we go. So right now, it doesn't really tell us much because even though they're saturated, that's probably because there was a little bit of backup there. We want to check and make sure that once it's had a little time, it's still going strong. And in the meantime, I guess we might want to set these guys up as well, because more copper the better, right? I'll do this other set. We have 22 to work with, so we can add a bit more. Make sure our inserters are going the right way. Hey, Lamarius. Trade east about 30 tiles. 30 tiles? Come on. That's not fair. But that's awesome. Oh, 30 screens. Okay, never mind. That sucks. Glad you found it at least, though. Yeah, it's fun. You gotta work for your iron. We've cleaned up everything pretty dramatically. This could look better. I didn't realize we would be doing this, but we just need to redo everything. We haven't been researching for a long time again. Trying to slowly fill this in. Kind of sucks that this fills in a different color than the rest of it, but I guess I'm fine with it. But glad to hear you're having fun. So, whole point in playing the game, right? How far are you right now? Or what science are you on? At the rate I'm going, you might be able to beat me. Because I've been backtracking a lot, just redoing a lot of stuff that we've already done. I think if I wanted to, I could have tried finishing our map or launching a rocket a while ago, but there's a satisfaction in redoing all of this and making it a little bit better. Okay, our steel's good. We killed our copper. So the bottom has always been our weakest, and that's why this is struggling, I think. Got blue science now. Very nice. So this is basically what's going here. Fortunately, the way that we have it is, for some reason, all of our ores distributed to the middle. I must have put it in wrong, but we can help it along a little bit. Let's do some of this and some of that. Now the middle or the bottom should be good again. And it's okay if it's not going to be saturated the whole time. It's just as long as we have it, you know, the better it goes. You know, you just want to see if we can saturate it. Can't, then no big deal. We'd have to get this copper patch if we want to do it any faster, I believe. And even then, this is only a 560k patch, so wouldn't add too much to it. It's not a very large patch, so we'd have a little bit of trouble getting ore out of it. Spiders off. Yeah. It's nice to just play around with no biters. Like right now, I'm feeling pretty good because we have all of our biters over here and they can't do jack. Kind of feel sorry for them almost. But it's also nice to have that challenge, you know? feel like I earned this. Not having to worry about it anymore. Okay, so we have our area that we can remake our red and green science in. And then we also need to do blue science again. Let's get some more landfills. This is surprisingly going pretty quickly. Probably change these into stack inserters. That'd be smart. I guess the supply isn't really that much though, so it doesn't change too much. So we got another 200 out of this, so that'll be good for another tile or so. Wonder what the minimum height you need to build a rocket? That sounds crazy. Yeah. I mean, technically, I just, was it four tiles wide? But some of these things I don't think you would be even able to do. I guess technically you could do these, but then you'd have to output to the side instead of up. I don't know, that sounds like a huge pain. And it looks like our electricity is off, is in that limit again. So let's go add to it. 9 by 9? Okay, gotcha. I think we had some boilers and steam engines. Maybe not? Guess we didn't. Lied to myself, and I'm sorry. Probably 10. Yeah. But I mean, just think of all the things that you kind of need more to work with. Because you need the belts. Well, I mean, at that point, I guess you would just have to manually build everything, right? You wouldn't be able to automate it at all. Because you wouldn't be able to really get the belts going where you want them to go and provide everything that it needs to provide. Because this smelting area alone is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tiles. And I guess you could half it, so. Either way, crazy stuff. I'd like to see someone play that, something that small. Alright, so what were we doing? We were waiting on the landfills. Slowly getting this filled up. Go. Let's make sure we don't have any spots open. I don't know a better way to check here. Right. We found a guy that did it. He did it with 10. That sounds interesting. I want to go. I'll probably check that out after I'm done streaming here. Always the one guy. We're never original. There's always someone who thought of everything before you did. Okay, so here I want to make my red and green science areas again. Let's see if we can do this a little bit more compact and smarter. I pretty much doubt it because I completely forgot what we're doing again, or how we do it, how we did it, but So, red needs copper and iron gear wheels. We have copper. Let's grab it from this side. There's our copper line, and we just need our iron line. And this balances out over here, so I don't think I'm... No, I'll grab it from the top, might as well. We need to learn how to properly use buses. Okay, so we have our copper, we have our iron. That's pretty much all we need for red. And we're gonna want to make 5 or 6 red, so let's do that. 2 years ago. You know, I don't even remember what the recipes were for the last patch anymore. I forgot what the old recipes for sciences were. That's kind of fun. Once we get used to this patch, you can go back to the other patch, and it's kind of it'd be like a new game to you. That'd be interesting. To go back to like the 12 or 13. So how do we want to do this? We need to make our iron gear wheels and then put that into these. It takes 5 seconds to make. So that means that we can get 10 of these. Let's say 5. So one can supply 5. I think that's what we're gonna do here. Just gonna do this. Bring it out a little bit. Then this way we'll have this guy and I'll just go straight down the line and it should cover it if I had spaced it properly. And that's all I should need for red science. I could click properly. Oh boy. So red science takes 5 seconds to make, and the rest take 21 seconds basically. So I don't think there's ever going to be, or I don't need more than 5 because we'll be able to make more red science than we can in these and these in the same amount of time. We'll be able to make 4 of these for these. So I think 5 is plenty. There we go. I just need to output it. These are trusty long-handed inserters. I'll read through all of this, I guess. Oh, that's no good. We have a little bit more space to work with. And there's our red. So I think what would be best would be having our labs right here. Could bring it down a little bit, but we'll see. Let me finish the rest of our setup here. Next we want to do green science. So that's transport belts and inserters. And they both need gear wheels and iron, I believe. One also needs circuits. So, we have our circuits over here. We can grab them fairly easily. Not the nicest looking setup, but it'll work. A reverse belt. Okay, so it's over there. We need to make more underground belts. Robots, bring them to me. Where did we get all this extra junk from anyways? Feels like we've just been accumulating everything. This was our old inventory, and this is our new inventory. And we just have all this stuff. Okay, there we go. That's everything. Belt that has the left side, go one direction and the right, go another. That would be nice. Not sure what I would use that for either. But I'm sure there are some cases that would help out with. Have a two-sided lane. Well, actually, no, I think I'd use that a lot. Now that I think about it. Because there's a lot of times for me, because I have a spaghetti base, where I have a belt on this side, for example, and another belt coming this way. And if I wanted to add it to the other side, I have to do this junk where I have to bring it up and then bring it down. If we had it going both ways, I could just add it right here, and then I'd have my steel coming down and my circuits going up. So I would use that. But, I mean, alternatively, I could just have a better base. I guess that would be a crutch that I wouldn't necessarily want to lean on. Okay, we got our circuits. We have our iron here. There should be enough iron to supply everything that we need. So I'm just going to bring it along. And then we're going to split it. Just playing this by ear. I don't know what I'm doing at all. Don't have a plan or anything. We're gonna try a new design. That design is gonna be half this belt. Belt is halved. And then, oh, hang on. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Iron down, and then we'll make these into gear wheels. Reverse this so it's on the correct side. Wait, no, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all, actually. So we'll just do this. Bam. Now these two are together. So this is everything that we need for this. And that's almost everything that we need for this. We'll just continue it on. And let's see, how long do these take to make? 0.5 seconds, 0.5 seconds, 6 seconds. So We can make 12 in the meantime. That means... I only need one for all 6. That's really strange to think about. That means we only need one transport belt and one inserter to make 6 green science. I mean, we'll probably make more because we want to have some for storage. Or since we're coming up with a new design, we want to make it functional. Let's just try this out. Could definitely rework how I put this up. Give me a second. We'll make this vertical. So if this is the case, I should probably just add the wheels to the iron, but that's okay. It's all right. Don't worry about it. Everything's okay. Bring this down. And then we'll have 2 inserter making on this side. And then we'll have 2 belt making on the other side. If I could space it properly. So the problem becomes where are we putting the output? So we could use some belt magic for that if we want to. And I think that's what I'm going to do to preserve this, what we're doing here. We'll take the input here, we'll output here. What do we need for red belts? What do we need for these? I never actually automate underground belts, and I feel like I should, but I guess we'll not do that right now. It's too much thinking. So 5 gear wheels. We have the iron right here to work with, so this should be fine. Oh no, we have the gear wheels right here actually, so perfect. Good job me. So in this case, I don't need to output this guy. So, this is what I'm planning. What do we need for fast inserters? We need iron, which is right here. Guys, it's perfect. That doesn't look amazing, but it works, and that's all that matters. Automate them to an active chest and set them in your logistics inventory. And life is just so nice. Yeah. It really is. I always just don't do it. I really need to start getting in the habit of doing that kind of thing. Alright, let's add our power. This should be red belts. Okay, so we have red belts here. then we need to get our input going. I think that's what I want. Pick up everything. So these need their circuits. Now this should have both of them. So actually I should have this up here if I want to get rid of this belt. Darn it. Okay, we're gonna move this up here. This will remove one of these belts here. Alright, it works. It uses up a ton of space, but it works. And for that, I am happy. I think I definitely like my other setup better, but you know, we had some fun. Actually, with this, I don't even have to do our belt stuff. Turn that to the side and we're good to go. Eat. And for this, we just get on over. Add. Make 6 compared to these 5, just because these make a tiny bit slower. Just a tiny bit. Alright guys, sorry. It's been taking me a while to do this very simple stuff. I just wanted to experiment a little bit and see what I could come up with. Fortunately, it was nothing game breaking or life changing. But again, it works, and that's something. Looks like we do need a little bit more gear wheels coming out. Luckily we left enough space. No, we didn't. Well, we can fix that in a second. Let's just get the output going. Alright, we have our green and a red on a belt again. All is well with the world. Interesting, now that I'm thinking about it. Since I'm gonna... Since I'm going to limit this, that means that this is gonna have inserters that I apparently need. That means I am gonna have to use my belt stuff. That sucks. That sucks a lot. Is there any way I could fix this? Other than redoing the whole thing, obviously. We could could be cute with some long-hand inserters and whatnot, but you know what? Let's be cute. Do it. Let's do it. There we go. It works. Huzzah. Alright, let's fix this. It looks like we're going to need a good amount of gear wheels being made, and that's because this gobbles up a lot fairly quickly, so luckily we left all this space that we can just plop all this down, and we're good to go. There we go, nice and easy. Everything's good to go. We have pass inserters being held. We have these being made. Put these into a passive provider chest. Out of network, huh? That sucks. Well, let's move it up one. Couple. And there we go.